Gardening a lot easier. Something else that makes gardening very easy, and this is my kind of garden, faux gardening. I mean, zero maintenance, no worry about sunlight, no worry about water, no worry about plant food. These always look great.
Always beautiful.
And they're always perfect. This is from Wicker Park, our own line here at QVC, and it's important to know we have a 2-foot or a 4-foot fade-proof faux lilac tree. Melissa Epps Wilding is my special guest. It is wonderful to see you again, friend.
Hi, David. Great to see you.
How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. Super excited about these from Wicker Park.
Right.
So Wicker Park, if you're not familiar, we're a division of Bethlehem Lights. And Bethlehem Lights brings us all the Christmas trees, and we light up, you know, your homes at Christmas time, and you've trusted us for many, many years because of our molded tips that give the Christmas tree such a realistic look. And so what we did 5 years ago, we broke off and we created a division that created faux flowers, because we've been able to take our technology in that PE material that creates realistic faux, but we've put them into beautiful florals. And this is the first time we have ever done this PE material that not only looks incredibly great, looks incredibly realistic, but we're gonna guarantee you that you can put this in full sun for 5 years, outside for 5 years.
I mean, you want to put it in a very shady area of your home. You want to put it on the front porch that doesn't get any sun at all. Don't worry about it, because when everybody else is struggling to get their plants to bloom, you're putting out instant color.
Perfection. And they're done, they're gorgeous. The lilacs are so pretty. This is the 2-foot, so we have the beautiful purple in the lilac, and then you've got the gorgeous tones of purple, and then you have that beautiful leaves.
In the middle is the pink. And then closest to me is the white. And that is your 2-foot size. We also have these in the 4-foot size, and we've got the tall purple next to me. You have the tall white next to you, and if you want the tall pink, we have that pictured on QVC.com.
We do, and that's just as beautiful. But you can see all of these flowers. So over 550 flowers. You've got the beautiful green foliage. When you go down the trunk, like there's 3 different beautiful realistic trunks, and then I've buried the grower's pot just into one of my urns.
And you can plant that grower's pot in the ground too,
You can plant it in the ground, you can put it in an urn. I've put some faux moss on the top, and now you have this incredible plant that can sit on your patio, doesn't need to be watered, doesn't need sunlight, doesn't need to be taken care of, and you have an instant color. And we're gonna promise you that for 5 years, even if you put this in the full sun or leave this out in the winter, it's gonna look just as beautiful 5 years from now.
What about a rock'em sock'em thunderstorm that comes through during the summertime? When everybody else is worried about their plants and they're running outside after the storm has passed, yours are beautiful.
Yours are perfect. And that 4-foot is 13 pounds. So it comes in that grower's pot. It's nice and weighty if you pick it up from the bottom.
Oh, this is nice and heavy.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back and show you. This is nice and stout.
So that was my front door, and I love tall urns by the front door, and then I love to put some smaller ones out front, but it does come in that grower's pot, so you can just plop it right into an urn, and then you can put some faux moss around it, or I've taken the 2-foot one here and put it in a little planter that looks gorgeous too, and put some of our
and it doesn't look like artificial flowers.
No, well, that's the most important thing.
I remember there is someone in my neighborhood who puts out faux flowers all the time, and I always stop and look twice at them. I slow down because I'm like, are those real or not? How is it she has blooms and everybody else is struggling? It's because it's faux gardening. This is my kind of gardening because you don't have to do anything to it. You can go out of town for a long weekend and not worry about it.
You don't have to worry about bugs. You don't have to worry about pruning. You don't have to, you know, lilacs take a lot of care in the beginning to get a bush this big. So you don't have to really worry about anything, David. It's going to come to you exactly like this. We did do something a little bit different this year, so we did so that it would ship to you. So when you get it home, they do come in little pieces, and so you can just plop this right in.
Like a Bethlehem Lights tree.
Just like a Bethlehem Lights tree, but there's no shaping. But what's really cool too is if you wanted to use this piece and put it in a vase, you could also do that.
Bring it inside.
Look how amazing this tree looks already. I'm like looking around for a vase.
What if you're having a bridal shower at your house and you want to bring in some of these beautiful flowers to put in vases inside on the buffet table? Or maybe you're looking to just put these in a pot inside and they look amazing. Don't discount faux gardening, because faux gardening has come a long way. There was a time when it looked very plastic and very fake. Now you have to get right on top of these to understand whether or not they're real.
And people will. I have girls that come over when I go on vacation. They'll water my I grow some herbs up in the containers on
Sure.
my back deck, and they come over and they start planting. They're like, it looks like an oasis back here. I'm like, yeah, 90% of it isn't real. You just need to focus on the tomato plants. I was like, because I just don't have the time. You know, I'm not very good at it. I don't have the time to take care of plants, and they look so good, and it's instant color. Like this will go right on the patio right now. It's 50 degrees outside. We're ready for spring, but it's still dropping down to 30 and 20 degrees at
Melissa
nighttime.
and her husband, when it gets warmer, can have people over on their back deck. I'm sure you love to entertain.
Love to entertain.
And you pour the wine, and everybody goes outside to the oasis.
The oasis.
And
People
I
try
love
the
it
water.
that you told your girlfriends it's 90% not real.
Just focus on the tomato plants.
Concentrate on the tomato plants. This is something remarkable. Don't miss out on this. $44.98 buys you the 2-foot size. $88.98 buys you the 4-foot size. Now, this sold out back on the 29th of February, so that was just last month.
It is. It's the first time we've ever offered our trees in our gardening trees from Wicker Park in this PE material that's going to be fade resistant.
I should say that's just last week, isn't it? Like in the last 10 days? Oh my word.
It is. We had a Wicker Park hour and they went so quickly because they're so beautiful. They're so instant. And the best part about it is, like you said, that thunderstorm, whether you're in Arizona in the direct sunlight, you're not going to have to worry about these beautiful colors fading. They're
And if you want to use some
beautiful.
inside and decorate really beautifully indoors, maybe an entry hall table, or maybe a round table in the foyer of your home, how lovely.
So pretty.
Don't miss out on these. Melissa, so good to see you. You're coming back a little later with the GCI rocker?
Yes. It's baseball season.
Well, yes, it is. The girls and boys of summer.
Yes.
Yeah, there we are. All right. Now, let's come over here, and before we talk about the little giant ladder with